What's up, guys? Good evening and welcome to Roma Theory. Never in doubt. Rangers 0, Roma 2. We've invaded Ibrox Stadium and we're returning home with 3 points, back with a win in Europe. I don't have much to say. I'll be very honest with you. I'm not going to keep this long because it was never in doubt. I mean, ever since we scored that first goal, the game was never in doubt. The result was never in doubt. Respect to Rangers, respect to the fans, respect to the atmosphere. From the television, it looked absolutely unbelievable. Also, the tifo that they made with like the gladiator, but the team was very poor, like very, very poor. I just feel like we did the job. Today was all about getting the job done. It was about getting the 3 points, not how you got the 3 points, because we needed to get back winning for our European path, for our European chances, because a non-win today would have been pretty dramatic for our Europa League future. So I think we did the job. We scored the goal with Sule, another cross in the box, and then Sule kind of in front of the goal, heading it in. And then ever since we scored that goal, Rangers created a bit. But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, did Zvilor ever save something? I don't think he did. I was expecting a bit more quality from them, I ain't gonna lie. And then second goal, good goal. I think that second goal is where the biggest element of analysis should be laid. I think Dovbyk played another good game today. He's coming from several good results. Some very good step-ups from him today. Good turnarounds, good passes. So Dovbyk played good, assisted Pellegrini, who with an easy goal, kind of like a pool shot in the bottom corner, made it 2-0. And then that was basically the game. Second half was about controlling. Second half was about maintaining and not conceding. And that's what we did. We kind of killed the rhythm, killed their chances, killed their intensity, and put it to bed. So, yeah, as I said, I think the most important thing today was to get the 3 points. I think we played a good game, however. I think something that I also noticed in that first half against Milan is that we're playing more fluid. Those first 35 minutes at San Siro on Sunday, I saw a lot of fluidity in the players knowing and becoming way more mechanized in the movements that each player had to make, collecting balls with a high line, pressing well, intercepting well. And I think that got repeated today, pretty much in the majority of the game, very, very well. I feel like we were everywhere today. That was my impression. We were very fluid because we managed to keep the intensity everywhere on the pitch, and we managed to keep it also moving into the second half, which is not normally the case with us, because what we do whenever we score early goals, especially in the first half, is that we tend to kill the game and not do anything in the second half. We didn't score in the second half, but we didn't lower the bar. We created chances. Chilik with the miss of the century. I stood there asking how that could have possibly gone out. Like, the physics behind that doesn't make sense. But it like needed, and then it went on his head. And then, look, genuinely, I don't have much else to say. I'm going to read a few comments. Another excellent win, Simo. It would have been gravely unacceptable to no defeat being to not defeat Rangers tonight. I hope Celtic Park will be more tricky next month, says John. Rangers were so shite, says Zedek Trenix. Daye, good win, boys, says Roma Totti. We're facing first in the table, Midtjylland, by the way, says Zedek Trenix. Neno Artem did something good, mate, like 1 year ago when Chilik scored, I must say. Looking at the table, we, with this win, are into the middle part. We're currently 18th, so we've got 4 games. We're halfway through our first Europa League phase, which is made up of 8 games. We've won 2 and drew 2. Ironically, we lost both home games and won both away games, which proves that we're so much better away. Because again, I feel like everyone looks at today's game and goes, it was easy. It was never in doubt, and I agree. But going into this game, I wasn't convinced that it was going to be this easy. Like, it's never easy to play in Scotland. It's never easy to play at Ibrox. Whenever the teams got out onto the pitch from the tunnel, I saw their choreo and I was like, this means a lot to them. The fact that they're pulling up a choreo in the fourth game of the Europa League phase, which means nothing, suggests to me that coming from a bad season, this game means a lot. So I expected more from them also on that sense. But I guess that our quality prevailed over theirs, and it was never really in doubt. But looking at the table, we're 18th. I reckon we've got 4 games left. Next one is against Midtjylland at home, who are currently first, the only team with full wins. The one thing that I would say is, if you win the next 3 out of 4, I reckon you get in the top 8. Why do I say this? I say this because the level of some of those top 8 teams, don't judge a book by its cover. Absolutely. I have not seen much of their games. Maybe they're unbelievable. But if somebody who doesn't know anything about football gets the league table of the Europa League and sees Midtjylland, Freiburg, Ferencváros, and Celta Vigo and Sporting Braga occupying the first 5 positions, an alarm rings and goes, the quality is not that high in this Europa League. So I reckon if you win 3 of the next 4, you're gonna get in the top 8, because some of these teams are gonna lose points because they're not unbeatable whatsoever. So yeah, I reckon if you win 3 of the next 4, which is not guaranteed, I'm just saying if you do win 3 out of the next 4, you're probably gonna get in the top 8. If you win 2 or less, I reckon you get in the from 8 to 24, meaning we have to play the 2 playoffs like we did last year. I still think we can easily get in the top 8, but we need to win against Midtjylland for sure. We need to win against Celtic for sure. We need to win 3 out of Midtjylland, Stuttgart, Celtic, and Panathinaikos. Do I think we can win 3 of these 4? Absolutely. If we don't get covered full of injuries, and remember, one of these games is during the January transfer window, so if we add quality, we can play one of these games with added quality. You get my point. I think it's possible. Absolutely. I mean, it is. We've got 6 points, and some of the top 8 teams currently have 8 points, if not 9. Yeah, like 5 out of the... Sorry, 4... Hang on. Let me get my maths right. 5 out of the current 8 teams have 9 and 8 points. We've got 6. It's possible. Of course, had you won that Victor Opposen game, it would have probably been guaranteed. But yeah, you get the point. I think it's possible. You just need to play like you played today. If you play like you played today in the next 4 games, you can win them all. This is Roma. We're weird. We're probably not going to win all of them, also because we need to balance the league, but it's possible. Another day, another reason why Celik shouldn't be playing a playmaker position. Forza Roma, says Hamza. Let's go, says Mr. Cesare. We love you, says Salamandra. Thank you very much, mate. Love you guys too. When Kone comes on, he makes it look so easy. Being so much better away would be a complete lie if you said it to a Roma fan last year. I really thought how the game went. It seemed like in every way Roma outplayed them. Yeah, we outplayed them, guys. Like, the result today was never in doubt ever since we scored that goal. It was. I'm part Glaswegian and love to see Rangers lose and love to see Roma win, says Riley. Bella Nico. Atalanta were also really good in away games under Gasperini, says Luca. Simo, so happy. Do you think El Shaarawy could start more games? No. I'm starting to think El Shaarawy is no longer a starting player and his time is almost up and we shouldn't extend his contract. Midtjylland is going to be an interesting game. Are you ready for Roma against Zaniolo? For sure. I can't wait till Sunday. I can't wait till Sunday for various reasons. Zaniolo back at the Olimpico. And I know that he's had some interviews kind of eating a lot of what he did back because he realizes that he's an idiot. In his latest interviews, he said how he would never redo that celebration again. My dear boy, my dear Nicolo Zaniolo, if there's one thing that Roma fans are perfect at, is that we don't forget things. And on Sunday, we're going to have so much fun. And it's going to happen to Salamakers again when we face them in January. Don't forget about that bitch. And I'm also excited because it's, again, a chance to get back in those high positions. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to it because we're coming from this win, which is a big win for our Europa League path. And for people who care about the Europa League trophy like me and all of us so much, today was a must win. Not traveling to Glasgow. No, mate, I wasn't in Glasgow for this one. I will try the unthinkable and go to Celtic, but I don't promise it because I've got exams in that period. But if exams allow it, I'll try to be there at Celtic. Otherwise, I've said it. If we ever reface in future rounds, either of the two Scottish teams, I highly doubt Rangers are going to make it with 4 defeats out of 4. But maybe Celtic, if I don't manage to go this time and we potentially reface in future rounds, I will be there. But yeah, we're gonna organize more away games. Don't worry, guys. It's just that I can't go to away games whenever I have exams. But yeah, we'll organize more. Don't worry. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end it. It's a short one. I said everything I had to say. Not much to say. Never in doubt. Total control. I'm going to catch you tomorrow with maybe another tactical insight look at this one and preparing for the Udinese game. I do want to make an announcement, however, maybe you did miss the latest video. I did revamp my membership page. So if you want to up the bar when it comes to support, I say it every time. Every penny that this channel makes gets reinvested in tickets, away games, away plane tickets. And it's a virtuous cycle to get the best content out to you guys and to continue following my club around the world. So if you want to up the level of support, I've created 2 membership plans, a €4.99 membership plan, which is a standard one, which gives you access to the WhatsApp fan forum. It's a WhatsApp fan forum that now is it's like 3 years old. A lot of people in it, daily chats about Roma, daily chats about fun topics, everyone from all around the world. We have a good relationship in that fan forum. We really do. I don't know everyone's name in that fan forum, but I relate to them as friends because we've built a really good bond. So yeah, we have fun chats, fun behind the scenes with pictures. So if you do want to join the WhatsApp fan forum, it is included in the standard membership. You also get a tag next to your name, so priority response to comments. That's the first one. And then the second one is a €7.99 program, which gives you everything that the first one gives you. So WhatsApp fan forum, personalized emojis, tags next to your name, and a weekly exclusive video that only you can see, only members of the second plan can see. And these videos include tactical insights, tactical notices from games, and maybe even other entertaining videos. So if you do want to become a member, you can click the join button down below, choose between the two. If you can't afford it, don't worry, everything you see will continue coming your way. I'll talk to you soon. Hit the like. 150 likes would be great in this video. Forza Roma sempre. Ibrox, tick. Next one, Udinese on Sunday. Simo out.